Okay, we're live. What's up, guys? So that's Haley. Don't worry about her though.
Yeah.
I'm the famous one. This is my channel, so no, I was kidding. And that's Kat over there, one of my favorite people in the world. Look at that, filing those nails like a champ.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm about to groom a doodle that I've never met before. I met him this morning and kind of made friends a little bit, but I've never groomed him before. And I met my friend's shop called Cool Under the Collar in Flowery Branch. So I'm gonna show how I get him on the table and all that, and we'll start grooming him. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and put the lead on him first. Okay, so just so you get to see see that lump right there on the ground on the floor. So that's Herschel. Okay. Hey Herschel. There we go. All right. So. Nice. There we go. Oh, he's used to it. Okay. Alright, so good job, buddy. So he is pretty matted. I can feel it. He's pretty thick, which is normal around this time of year, especially for the doodle coat. Okay. Good boy. So I was saving this for the live stream so I could tell everybody.
All of us.
But yeah, on the way here, I almost got in an accident. We're making a left out of Dunkin' Donuts. There's a lady that was coming straight at me. Well, I didn't know. So they're making a left, I'm making a left. I had my turn signal on, and she didn't. And I was thinking,
Yeah, she was going straight.
well, I didn't think that. I thought that she was making a turn because everybody was making a turn. I was like, she should really have her turn signal on.
What direction was she coming from? Was she
On the other side,
Okay.
yes, coming this way.
Gotcha.
So I thought she was making a left like everyone else, but she didn't have her turn signal on. I was like, she really should have her turn signal on. That's kind of inconsiderate. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I had my turn signal on, and I'm going to make the left, and she comes straight at me. And it's like, aha. She doesn't have her turn signal on because she's going straight. But anyway, I couldn't
But you
stop.
still wanted to blame her, didn't you?
Yeah.
Same.
Well, I felt bad, and I felt like, wow, that's so inconsiderate of me. But then I was thinking, I can't stop though, because if I stop suddenly, the box of donuts is going to go flying on the floor. I can't.
Most important of that.
Yeah, I can't sacrifice the donuts.
importantly.
So
Thank God.
I just kept going, and then she had to stop, and I felt really bad. But I was like, the donuts.
Haley needs these donuts.
Yeah. So I almost got in an accident this morning, but at least the donuts are safe.
The donuts are safe, Jude. You do take or leave, but the donuts, I'm just kidding.
Alright, so what I'm doing now is I got this slicker brush here, and I'm just going through the coat with the slicker brush to kind of break everything up. That way I can go through with the comb. Move this back a little bit. That way I can go with the comb and comb him out. But if I just start with the comb, let's see there we go. Then it's going to pull on him too much. So just to give you an example, if I just start with the comb, see how it doesn't budge? And if I just work this through roughly, then he could start to get really, red raw marks on his skin, could get over irritated. So that's why I go through with the slicker brush first, just kind of break up his coat. And that way, the areas where you brush, the comb goes through much easier. So, there we go, see that? So I'm going to go through with the comb eventually, but first break it up with the slicker brush. Good boy, Herschel.
Send your ruler.
And because we're going to go over every square inch, and he's a big boy, this does take a while. It's a little tedious. But this is where all the labor is involved. The haircut, once I get him washed and dried, because all of the brushing and combing is done by that point, you're also super exhausted at that point. So, and the point of this is not just to get the tangles out, it's to clear the skin. So, especially here on his ear, before you brush him, the ear the skin on the ear actually feels rough, it actually smooths out. See that? So it's not just to get the tangles out of the hair, out of the coat. It's actually to get all this dead hair out of the skin. So it's about skin health. All right.
June, do you mind if I squeeze this?
Yeah.
Do you need it right now, or you want me to squeeze it
No,
back?
I just brought it just in case I needed some tools, but I forgot Dolores has like all the best high-tech tools. So this is grooming. A lot of it is just hours of just brushing all the tangles and dead hair out. Okay. Good boy, buddy. Alright, see, look at all this. And if you look closely, there's like dander, powdery stuff. And that's all coming out of his skin. Oh! Okay, so now we'll start from the bottom and brush up. Good boy, Herschel. Oh man. My eyes were all itchy this morning. I had allergies and sneezing.
Oh, so bad. But usually during the spring, summer,
Not
not
in
too
the
bad.
fall?
Not too bad in the fall.
Uh-huh. My eyes are all itchy.
But
It's been runny.
really?
Yeah, well, like,
No, mine has been like so dry, nosebleeds.
yeah. Oh my
I just got a
goodness.
humidifier, so I'm gonna sleep that all.
Shoot. On my way here, even, my eyes got all red and swollen and stuff because I was itching it.
Do you know what it is?
It's allergies, I
But is
think.
it something that's like it blooms this time of year, or?
I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I'm also, going through a lot of personal stuff. I'm all messed up. I need a therapist. Do you know a therapist?
Oh, I have plenty.
For my
I have
allergies?
plenty of therapists for you. They're gonna dive deep into why it's not allergies. And stuff,
You're actually depressed?
so. Yeah, sir. This is not allergies. Good try deflecting,
Yeah.
though.
It's like, I don't know why these allergies are giving me suicidal thoughts, but this must be something in the air.
That's right. It's something blooming right now.
Alright. Wow. Crazy. It's really some much.
What are they? Good girl. Good girl.
Good boy, Herschel. Okay. So then once I get them all brushed out, I'll go through with the comb, and then if the coat still feels rough, then I go through with the undercoat rake.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if it's not,
So
then
you usually do like the slicker brush, the comb, and then if needed, the shedding.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because here's the crazy thing. Once I get the comb through him, he might still have like a lot of dead undercoat, but when I wash and dry him, a lot of that will blow out.
Right.
And then after I do the haircut, I like to go through with the undercoat rake to kind of get rid of the lines.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can kind of save that step for the end. Unless he's really, you know, thick and he's blowing a lot of undercoat right now, then I'll go through with the undercoat rake for a little bit before the bath.
Okay.
The crazy thing is, even with just that little bit combed out, there's like a difference in texture. Legs. Good boy, Herschel. And this is just how I do it. There's a lot of groomers who do it differently. So I'm not saying that my way is better or, you know, the right way or anything like that. This is just the way I do it. I prefer to front load the work. And also when I wash him, when I get all of this stuff brushed out and combed out and his hair feels nice and silky, I just feel like he gets a lot better results in the bath.
Do you have any doodles on your clients?
Yeah, most of my clients are doodles.
Yeah.
I have a few things, you know, to get them all brushed out and combed out. Usually takes like a couple hours on a dog this size.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bath actually is pretty quick though, because once I get them all brushed out,
Easier?
yeah, you don't have all that stuff blowing all around the room, because we get it out before the bath.
Yeah.
But this, again, this is just how I do it. You know, other groomers have their own way, so it's really an art. Like, you gotta find what you like, the style that you like the best.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 140-pound doodle on Wednesday.
Oh wow, 140 pounds.
Yep.
He belongs on Sesame Street,
Yep.
right? It's like one of those Sesame Street characters.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, like Big Bird or something.
Wrigley.
Yeah.
He's tremendous.
Oh my God.
I wasn't here last time. Was I? I was
No,
out that day.
I think you missed it.
Okay, that looks like a right.
Yeah, that would take me all day. You know, just to brush it out. And a lot of groomers don't really, well, not a lot. There are some groomers that, you know, don't really agree with all this brushing, especially before the bath. But, you know, again, we all have our different styles.
Yeah.
You know, you can just choose what you like the best. And the thing is, they're not doing anything wrong. I'm just doing it. No, really, there is the fundamentals and the basic rules. There's always going to be an exception to the rule. You're going to find one dog that just you can't do that.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna have to work on too, is being able to break up your routine to fit
Yeah,
a certain dog's needs.
exactly. To adapt your style. Because the dog in Florida, that crazy dog, I would usually do like the brushing and clearing out the pores. You know, that's like I have 4 steps in my process, and that's step 2, like clear the pores, like prep the skin. I don't do any of that. I don't even do step 1 anymore. Try to build rapport with her. We just try to get it done as quickly and as safely as possible. And I just shave her.
Yeah.
And I don't really like to do that, but with her it's a special case. So yeah, just, you know, learning to adapt. There really is no right or wrong, I don't think. It's just what's right for that situation. And even that is going to be subjective, because what you decide might be best for that situation. Another groomer might come and say, well, no, I think this is best, and
Yeah.
they'll do it a different way.
What's their beard?
Okay, well, so I'll get that later. So these are the high friction areas, behind the ears, the armpits. This is where you're getting phone calls or something. Keeps losing the stream. Okay, yeah, I got a phone call, that's why. Alright, damn, that's a large doodle. Yeah, right? Remember when you did a tour of this awesome? Yes, I do. That's awesome. You remember that, CJ. This is the place that hired you to show them your process. Is this the place that hired you to show them your process? Not really hired. We did a workshop here. And David, hi June and Dolores, how are you guys? Dolores is actually at doctor's, right?
Yeah.
But Kat is here.
Was that from David from the?
Yeah, David from the workshop.
Yeah.
But you know, nobody really cares, right? No one cares about David. I'm kidding, David. You know I love you. All right. So I hope that you're doing well too, David. He moved to Indiana. Remember he was telling us he was about to move to Indiana? His house call business going.
Right on.
Yeah. He did a really aggressive dog, but he didn't film it. He said he was going to, but he didn't. I'm just kidding. He got caught up though. He was saying that he was so focused on that dog. You get that when they're really aggressive with that.
Let me see you. Let me see my grandmother.
Damn, Hillary. What's your favorite comb for a doodle? Any comb really. I'm just using the one that's here that Dolores has, and she has this big old comb, so I'm gonna be using this. But really, as long as it's a metal comb, you know, I like Greyhound metal combs, but the kind doesn't really matter to me.
Have you used these copper ones?
Copper one. Oh no, I haven't. Except for on that one right there, biscuit. So yeah, they have these copper combs as well. So
She has a big Doodle copper cone.
oh nice.
That top drawer. You
Okay.
grab it. You wanna grab it. Stay there, baby. Stay there, baby girl. Stay right here with me, baby girl. I'll push it. I'll push it.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
I know. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. Yeah. Come on. Let's see what we got here.
Have you heard that song Memories by Maroon 5? It's a newer song that came out.
Nope.
Okay, don't listen to it.
Let's cry.
Yeah, it'll make you cry. I was not prepared. Oh my god.
There's enough of that this one.
Oh,
Here we go.
that song is so beautiful. That song came on the radio, on the radio at the gas station. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh man.
Bring it. Nope, right here. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
Sit. Good girl. No, 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 I'm not gonna let you.
I thought you were finished with Sadie. She looked good.
Huh?
I thought you were finished with her. She looked great.
Yeah, I can get away with just doing a mini on her today.
Yeah, she already looked like she was done.
What?
No, seriously, she looked great.
Wait, sit up there. No, look at me. Look at me. Come here.
So what is your impression of grooming so far? Because it would be really interesting to hear from someone who's in training right now.
Yeah. It's way more complicated than I thought.
Yes, right?
Way more complicated.
Yeah.
So it's like I thought I knew so much about dogs and what they're supposed to look like until I get a pair of scissors in my hand and I forget everything that I don't even know what a dog looks like anymore when I get scissors in my hands. I'm like, how's its face supposed to look?
Yeah, right?
So just trying to put everything together has been hard. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
oh, well, this dog's face shape needs this, or this dog needs this, and trying to figure out, you know, the different breeds and what looks best for them.
Yeah.
But it's definitely more overwhelming than I expected.
Do you still want to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything's better than corporate America. But yeah, this is, I just can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing.
Uh-huh,
So,
nice.
yeah.
It is so rewarding. Something about working with our hands and
Yes.
making a dog look and feel nice.
That's exactly, and I think that's what it is too, like seeing an end result of my day. You know,
Yeah.
I went from an industry where I didn't have that, and it was actually the opposite. Where it was like, you were always working with bad situations. You know, there was very,
You never got to see the
yeah,
things come to fruition and
exactly.
you'd work so long on a project
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, okay, wow, it's done and they didn't even say thank you.
Yeah, and then it was done.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's been nice to like get my hands on stuff and work with animals and
Yeah, that's awesome.
Saved my life.
Yeah, right. I mean, me too. I really feel like if I wasn't grooming dogs, I would probably slip into like a really deep depression.
yeah, yeah.
You know, because yeah.
So there's just something about being around like animals, even when they don't really want to be around you or not really like loving you at that moment.
Yeah.
You know that, well, just like we were talking about earlier, is they don't hold grudges. They don't care. They're still gonna love you and want to kiss on you as soon as they're off the table. And
And they do, I think that they do feel appreciative, you know, for helping them feel better, even though they may not have enjoyed the whole process.
right.
But last night I was at a groomers dinner, Georgia Groomers Alliance dinner.
Yeah.
Last night?
Yeah, and just hearing about, so a lot of the groomers who've been grooming for like almost 20 years, some more than 20 years, they even said like, they never, when they got into it, they never really thought it was going to be this much work. And all of us, me included, I got into it thinking how hard could it be?
Yeah.
You know, and then once I started to realize how much labor is actually involved and how complicated it can be, I almost wanted to quit. You know,
Yeah, that
like,
was my first like 2 weeks. I think Kat and Dolores knew. I was like,
maybe.
oh my gosh, I can't stand up all day. Like my body, I was used to being in a desk all day, or you know what I mean, like up and down, walking around hospitals, but it wasn't labor.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So I mean, aside from your body just taking their toll, it was, yeah. I was like, I don't know if I'm cut out for it,
Yeah.
but everyone's been so great and helpful and.
Yeah. And you know, your
Just
body.
immersing yourself into it too. I think that's the difference is, I think it can be overwhelming if you just do it as I'm going to go to work, I'm going to go home, and then I'm not going to try to immerse myself in the industry. I'm not going to try to sharpen my tools any, so
Yeah.
to speak. I'm going to do just what I do to get my paycheck and go home.
Exactly.
Like that overwhelms me, that idea. So when I started like doing extra research when I would go home at night and
Yeah.
get other ideas and learn about other tools, and I started feeling better because I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah.
my knowledge, my skill is 100% depending on me and the
Yeah.
work that I put into it.
And it's not just a job anymore. It becomes
Yeah.
a craft, like
Right,
your artwork.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's how I feel too. Like, you know, it really is art.
No.
Because so Seth Godin defines art as something that has an element of, he's saying that it's human work. Only a human being can actually do it. With the exception of a few elephants and paint, you know. But art is something that is human. You know, it's a human work. Very, it has to be generous in nature. it has to have an element of risk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that like this might not work out.
Yeah.
And it has to move or change the heart of the receiver. It has to touch the heart of the receiver. And that makes art art. So he was saying that even a receptionist, the one that goes out of her way to make people feel welcome, remembers their name, she's an artist. Because she's not just doing, she's being generous, you know. People might not like it. They might feel like she's, you know, overwhelming or whatever. So there's an element of risk. By being overly friendly, she might turn some people off, but she does it anyways. And it does, you know, someone like having a bad day, and they go in and they go into that office, and she receiver, and so that receptionist is an artist.
Yeah.
She's not just a receptionist.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, so it was definitely way more complicated. In the first 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm just not gonna be able to. Like, I'm just not cut out for it. I was never gonna quit, but it was to the point where I was like, I may just be mediocre, or I may just be, you know.
You
Yeah.
gotta get that tail. You gotta get that tail. I know it's your favorite thing.
She's looking at you like,
Yeah, well, he doesn't really like his tail being done either. I don't think that a lot of dogs do like their tails to be messed up.
Come on. Good girl. Stay right there. Good girl.
So, now that I went through with the sticker, I'm gonna go through with the mat splitter. Oh, we got some questions. Okay.
do you want me to read it while you do it? I can ask.
Okay, yeah, you can. You know what? We can turn
Use
the
my
camera then.
journalism degree.
Right. Come here.
We can
Stand
turn
up.
the camera.
Stand
Oh,
up, big girl.
perfect, yeah.
That's a good girl.
My journalism degree to use.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay, now how do
And
I
then just
scroll? Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez Louise.
What's your favorite comb for a doodle?
Oh yeah, so we already answered that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll just list it in
any,
a way.
any metal comb. So you know these are the ones I'm using today, just because these are the ones at the shop.
And then did you answer how well do those copper combs hold up?
No.
Oh no, I didn't answer that. How well?
No,
Kat,
stay.
Kat would probably know better.
Look.
How well do the copper combs hold up?
Amazingly. Amazingly.
Okay.
They're coming up. No. Because the black part of it is like ceramic coated, but underneath it is also the copper. And I think the new ones that are coming out, phase 3, phase 3 are going to be all copper. But I love them.
So I did use this on another dog's face earlier,
No.
and I really liked it. It's very lightweight actually too, very lightweight.
No, up here. Get back up. You're so silly. You're so silly. What I do?
And the username, our favorite dog dad, don't read his. His name is David. I'm kidding.
Oh gosh.
I resent the fact that he named his channel that because you have to call him your favorite dog
That's
dad.
right.
Even though he may not be your favorite dog dad, David. I'm kidding. I like messing with David. He actually came down here for a workshop. So he's been in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that
Stop.
explaining the layout. Someone said I love the layout of her salon.
No, wait.
That's a big doodle.
Yeah.
No.
Awesome.
We're being sweet and gentle.
Yeah.
No, don't you even. Don't you even. My sweet girl. What? Come here. Well, if you wouldn't go get your tail in such a mess. You're gonna spin her at the side. Oh my God. You're so silly. You're so silly. Oh, you're being a good girl. You're being a good girl. Oh, yeah, I know.
Those ears look so cute.
Yeah, you can show that dog to even if you want.
No, don't.
No. She looks great.
See, my good girl. See, my good girl. See, I've been her only groomer. See, you were just a baby. You were just a baby.
Nice.
Quack. I know, Angel. I know, Angel. I love you too. Think about that. Think about that. There comes. That's gonna be biscuits. Daddy.
Nice.
No. Hey.
Okay.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Me. I've been a good girl.
That wasn't so bad. I'll spun around.
You can feel the dead hair, like the difference in the texture. It feels rough.
You're all spun around and bumpy.
And especially the hair right here on the tail. It smells like poo a little bit.
Smells like
It
what?
actually smells like poo.
Oh.
Yeah, it smells like poo. Nutty. Ugh. But yeah, it's because the dead hair, because it's so like dull and so porous, so fibrous, like it just holds on to all of that, odor and all the dirt and
Close
bacteria.
proximity.
Yeah. So that's what actually causes dingleberries as well. It's because it's catching.
Wait, no, stop. Sorry.
That's good. I don't know where your dad's at.
Yeah, this fuzzy hair is what's catching on the poo as it falls down. So that's what creates dingleberries. The live hair, because they're sealed and they're smooth and silky, it actually repels off. The poo, even if it did come in contact with that live hair, it would slide right off.
That's so satisfying.
Yeah, right? It really is, because you start feeling the silky, soft hair. And it was always there. It was just, mixed in with all this dull dead hair, so you can't really feel it. So I really like what Michelangelo said. He was like, I did not create the statue of David. King David was always in there. I just chiseled away the excess. And I think that's the same thing with dog grooming. It's like, I don't create a beautiful dog. The beautiful is already in there. I just chisel away the excess. Oh, I got a trash can in there. Alright. Oh my goodness. What a good boy. Okay, some of his legs now.
I love baby girl. I love baby girl. I didn't know it was crazy dogs out.
Yeah, I don't get any crazy dogs, Kat. Even the crazy dogs around me, they act calm. Because I'm amazing and incredible. It's my Zen energy. Once you get to my level, of just serious about it. No, I get crazy dogs. I get a lot of crazy dogs.
That's all. That's all. You get that, Angel.
Biscuit. Hi,
I release you.
You're so cute.
I release you.
You're so cute. Yes, you are.
Right. So, it starts from the bottom, right?
Yes.
and then work your way up. It's called line brushing. And the idea is you're breaking up the mats and the tangles from the bottom, and as you work up, as you go up, you're not working more mats down. Yeah, so it's easier, but it's not easy.
Our favorite dog dad said if you want to tour of the salon, it's on your YouTube channel from March 29th. And then Pinkie Pie Groomer said that dog is so patient. What a good boy.
Yeah.
He is so sweet.
Well, it probably feels much better too, you know, to have all this dead hair out, you know, because it's making their skin feel tight as well. Nice.
And then Misty Beasley said, hi, June.
Hey, what's up, Misty? Nice, and thanks for the plug there, David. Our favorite dog dad, who's not really our favorite dog
dad.
Who's not really, right? I mean, let's get it. I'm gonna name my channel My Favorite Dog Groomer. No, there is actually My Favorite Dog Groomer. Oh man. So my channel used to be called The Dog Groomer 2012 when I started in 2012 because I was such a big fan of Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the dog whisperer, the dog groomer. So it was a play on that, but somebody already took the dog groomer, so I just put 2012 behind it, the dog groomer 2012. And I got some crap for that.
Some hate mail?
Yeah, one lady actually emailed me and she told me that she's been grooming for over 20 years and she's never had the audacity to, and I remember that because I was like, wow, she's using big words and everything. But she said she never had the audacity to call herself the dog groomer. And she was like, who do you think you are?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I emailed her back.
You're not.
I emailed her back and I told her I never even thought of it that way, you know, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can see why that would be offensive. I was like, really was just trying to play on, you know, the dog whisperer, I'm the dog groomer. So I changed it to, you know, June the groomer, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder why David's not getting any crap for calling himself our favorite dog dad. I've been a dog dad for over 20 years, and all those 20 years I never had the audacity to call myself. Watch David change his name to David the dog dad.
The audacity.
You're being a good boy or so? You're being such a good boy. Yeah. Being a good boy.
Biscuit, I don't know where your dad's at.
I told you you could get down.
I don't know where your dad's at, Biscuit.
No, the longer you stay up here, the more angry. You know that, right?
Hey.
Like right here.
So even when you're combing and brushing, so you know, did they show you the angles? So it's this point here to this point here, the ischium and ilium, and then from this point here to the knee. So it's like 60. I think it's a 30-degree angle here, 60-degree angle here. So that makes a 90-degree angle. And then from here to here, it's like 45 degrees, 45 degrees, and then straight down.
No.
So when I'm gonna comb or brush or do anything, even when I'm clipping or washing and drying even, I'm gonna point the water in these directions.
Okay.
So comb this way, and then from here, we're gonna go forward. And this, what it does is it trains the hair to lay that way, and it highlights their natural angles, their bone structure. So when he runs, he looks like he's running effortlessly. When he stands, he looks like almost statuesque because it's highlighting the natural angles of his bone structure, his body.
Yeah, I think we talked about that too briefly the last time you were here.
Yeah, I like to repeat myself.
Please do. I like to hear stuff over and over. You have to say it about 37 times before it sticks with me.
Well, I'm an amazing, incredible human being. I think I said that before. Oh man. Okay. Repeat it.
Kat,
now.
someone said, shout out to all the groomers who groom on their knees. May our mats be great protection against the hard floor.
Yeah, I have knee pads actually that I use.
I gotta hit the drawer for a second.
Oh yeah. once he's all combed out, and then we give him a nice bath and a nice fluff out, you can almost trip over a nice haircut.
His coat looks so much shinier already.
Yeah.
Someone said white dog is looking fancy, beautiful groom.
Oh.
Hi.
That groom's alright. It's alright, you know. It's alright. No, I was kidding.
That's not too bad.
No, she looks beautiful. Wow, look at those feet.
Take clippers for today.
Kat, how long have you been grooming? Has it been a few years now? Like
2 years.
That's it?
Yep.
Wow, you do such beautiful work.
Thank you.
2 years, wow.
Jealous.
I actually started training with Dolores October of 2017,
Uh-huh.
and she kind of turned me loose about January 2018.
Okay.
So 2-3 months later, and I started taking on some clients. Those are, like D-sheds and baths and things like that.
Yeah.
And then it was within just a couple more months. I was doing full grooms, and I was on my own.
Wow.
Yeah. And this girl's one of my first. I've been doing her since she was a puppy.
Looks him that way.
I think that's probably the best way to learn is just kind of get in there and do it, you know? Like, you can read about it all you want, but...
Someone asked what's the name of the girl? Read the comments. That's me. I'm Haley. I'm currently training in grooming with Dolores, and June's here today. So, yeah, my name's Haley.
Yeah, she's our what is that, production assistant?
That's right. I'm the production assistant today.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Literally saved my life.
I'm not sure why there's another grooming star in here with me today. I'm going to have to talk to my agent about this. Shoot. It was supposed to be just a one-man show today.
That's
I was
right.
supposed to be the star. But, yeah, my agent's going to hear about this. I'm going to talk to the producer about this, you know. Okay, be sharing the stage with Kat. No kidding. All right.
So remember the dog I did Friday that was June, the deaf one?
Yes.
Well, apparently I forgot to do calls, or just said I'll come back to him because I was clawed to death.
Yeah, I saw that on your arm. Yeah.
So the mom sent me a text message that night and said, "Is there a reason why you didn't do or do calls?"
No.
It's like, how much time do you got?
I'll stop by your house and I'll take care of them. How about that? Well, let's see. After I was bit, I don't know how many times and clawed to death, I just probably kind of gave up on it.
Yeah,
Or
that
forgot to go back to them.
Yeah, that's how, you know, because I like to do that too sometimes. Just give them a break and then go back to it later.
Yeah. I mean, she was crazy. She was crazy.
She's watching this right now.
Yeah.
She's watching this. She's like,
Yep, that's my dog. Should I call Dale Biscuit's dad again, Kat, you think? I texted him, or does he usually take a little bit?
He's on his own. Tom.
Biscuit.
hey. Wow. But, crazy.
Oh, Sage, she's so exhausted. She's so exhausted.
Yeah, right. It's like, I did all the work. What are you so exhausted for?
I'm over here going sweating, right?
Yeah, I'm sweating like
Where's your
crazy.
mommy? Where's your mommy? She said she was on her way.
All right. So now that we got most of the mats out, brushed out, and also with this dematic rake,
See another spot? I do. I see another spot. That's okay. We can lay down.
So some people have, seen me do this before, and they say like, aren't you damaging the hair, the live hair, the healthy hair, by going through with the dematting rake?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure I am. I'm sure I am damaging some live hairs because they are serrated edges, and in that bundle there might be some live hairs there. But I feel like, what's the other alternative? Just shave them all down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it's better to sacrifice some live hairs and save the entire coat rather than shave the entire coat because you don't want to damage some live hairs.
Mm-hmm.
And also, that's another reason why I like to do this before the bath, because the shampoo and the conditioner is designed to repair damaged hairs. So if I am damaging some hairs before the bath, then the shampoo and the conditioner in the bath
Makes
will
sense.
repair the damage. And also, I am going to be getting him a haircut, so pretty soon I'm going to be damaging all his hairs. So,
Don't you love his ombre legs? How his colors?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I love his coloring. Right.
He came from the same breeder that my 140 pound doodle came from.
Oh wow! So they breed really big doodles.
Yep.
Nice. Do they advertise them as minis to get people to buy them?
Yeah, really.
Some of my clients that have giant doodles, they bought them because they were advertised as mini doodles. So they were
It's kind
expecting
of
a small doodle.
like a Vietnamese potbelly pig, and they turn out to be a 200 pound.
Oh really?
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
A piglet is a piglet.
The name of the salon is Cool Under the Collar in Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she's taking any new clients though, right?
She's not, but I will.
Oh, nice.
Do your plug, Kat.
Yeah. Well, Kat's an
Dolores.
amazing groomer.
Dolores says, looking good. Survive.
Oh, Dolores is
look
watching?
at Dolores.
Ah. Right.
We're glad you're alive, Dolores.
Yeah, right.
Get your butt back and groom a dog.
Yeah, we're down here. Come on.
Walk storm.
Yeah. No sympathy. You may not be feeling well, but get over here and groom. You know, the weird thing is, I haven't had a sick day, knock on wood. I haven't been sick in like the whole time I've been grooming dogs, like about over 10 years. Like, about 10 years, yeah, I haven't really had to like.
That just goes to show you what
And I used to get sick all the time.
stress and.
Yeah, I used to miss out work, call out. I was legitimately sick. I would be like in bed, just unable to move and stuff, like just sick with the flu and all kinds of stuff. I haven't had the flu or a really bad cold in like 10 years. I never because I was sick.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah, I wonder why? I wonder.
I
There's
think,
probably multiple reasons, but what would you
Yeah, I
say the
think
main
it's-
reason is?
I think the main reason is because I actually love what I do.
Yeah.
It feels like an art project to me. Like this whole thing feels like a big art project. And I look forward to coming into work. I look forward to going to my client's house. Like, especially at the car dealership, sometimes I would feel so sick to my stomach because I just didn't want to be there. And I would eat lunch, and then I would start throwing up, and I would have to leave because I was sick. I think it is like dissatisfaction
Oh yeah.
with the work and stress. But now that I love what I do, even though it is, strenuous and, I sweat a lot and it is, physically demanding. And it is very emotionally demanding too. I think grooming is probably the most physically and emotionally demanding job I've ever had in my life. But it's also the most rewarding as well.
What's the hardest part for you as a groomer?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the hardest part is this, doing the prep work,
Yeah.
because the amount of time it takes, like the amount of energy it takes, and sometimes dogs are not as nice as Herschel here, and patient, and sometimes
So
they fight
sweet.
the whole time.
Yeah. Come here, Sadie. Sadie. Come here. Hi, little girl. Hi, little girl.
And also, I think like being patient is really tough for me because I'm pretty impatient. I didn't realize that I started grooming. I actually considered myself a very patient person until I started grooming dogs. And then I realized like, oh wow, like I'm actually feeling frustrated. I'm feeling impatient because yesterday, for example, I did 2 little Havanese, and I started at 11. There was the groomer's dinner last night was at 6, and I almost thought I was gonna miss it. I ended the groom at 5. 2 little Havanese. I started at 11 and finished at 5 o'clock because they're not aggressive. They're defiant. You know, like they just they spin and turn and they just plop down on their butt, and then they'll spin around and plop down again because you're trying to work on that leg. And just, you know, just very defiant. And not aggressive at all. They're actually super sweet. They're just very defiant. And they're very uncooperative. And just, you know, trying to be patient with that. And trying to be like super aware of how I'm feeling. Like willing to acknowledge, like, oh wow, I'm feeling frustrated. And then just take a deep breath. And the thing is, like, you don't want to tell the parents that either, because you don't want to be like, oh, I'm super frustrated with your dogs because they're not cooperating. You don't want to say that because then they might worry that you're getting upset with them and that you might hurt their dog or something. I don't know. So to the parents, the pet owners, you're just like, you know, oh, they're sweet, you know.
Let's see here. Amateur super fan said the hardest part of grooming is when you get bit.
Yep.
Yeah, especially when you get bit hard because you can't help but to feel upset or feel angry sometimes.
Right.
Because like it hurts.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
There we go.
Alrighty.
It's because it's an Android. I switched to an Android like an idiot. Should have stuck with the iPhone.
Pinkie Pie Groomer. So true, I never get sick anymore. When I worked in retail, I was always sick.
Wow, I'm not the only one.
My favorite dog dad said the hardest part is learning the power of no.
True that.
No, it's not. Oh, wow. So right here, like a bundle of just powdery stuff just poured out of the skin. So that's the important, well, in my opinion, the importance of doing this, combing out and brushing out all of this dead hair, not only so you can get this nice silky hair to work with, but it's that skin dander that comes out of their skin, explodes out of their skin, clearing those pores out for you. And that's why I say that this is kind of like taking off their dirty underwear before we give them a shower. So,
Is this usually the longest part of your process?
yes, the prep. And you know how, so chefs, they have the mise en place, meaning like everything in its place, it's a French term. But the mise en place for a chef is like all the prep work, cleaning the vegetables, cutting them, cubing them, cleaning out like the shrimp, you know, like all the ingredients. So that's the most important part of a chef's day, and it also is the most, you know, labor intensive and time consuming. Same thing with dog grooming, I think. Like this is the most important part of the groom, is the prep work. And it takes the longest. It's the most labor involved as well, labor intensive. But by doing this, I'm gonna have a very nice canvas to work with for when I do the haircut.
Yeah, Biscuit, where is your dad? Where's your mom?
may have heard that I'm going to be here. Maybe they're intimidated right? By such a big star. No, I don't know. I'm just just guessing. I don't know. Oh. Okay. I'm surprised David's not making any smart remarks.
Let's see if I missed any. Oh, yep, we got some. Let's
I was
see
about to
here.
say, he usually doesn't let me get away with
Yep,
stuff
they
like
were
that.
popping up. Kay Hill said, "Have a great day, June."
Oh, nice. Thank you.
CJ Johnson said, "June, what did you say about getting bit?"
Uh-huh.
And Pinkie Pie Groomer said, "Good prep equals good groom."
Yes.
David said, "Speaking of dirty underwear, at least June has pants on today. We can see it. Every other time he house calls groom, his camera angle never shows that he actually normally grooms in underwear.
Well, I
Just
mean,
underwear."
why do you think I got the business I got? Shoot, I gotta make that money somehow.
And then Dolores has given me advice. She says, "Haley, put the trash can over by him."
Oh. Nice.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Why do you think I have such a high demand, David? Shoot.
Here's this trash can. Whoops.
So this is just the way I do it, but I like to do the head first, like come out the head and the ears, and then I go down to do the legs.
Uh-huh.
And even when I do the haircut, I do the head first, and then I do the legs. And then, yeah, but as you can just come up with your own routine of something that you're more comfortable with. Some people like to start with like the rear right leg,
Mm-hmm.
and then move around. But once you get like a system down, like a process that you're comfortable with, just try to stick with it every time.
Okay.
That way, your time will also improve. Oh, thank you. It also improves your time because you're doing the same thing every time.
Right.
But also it prevents from forgetting things.
Mhm.
Like if you jump around every time. So let's say you usually start with this back leg, but then you start with this front leg, and then you forget a leg or something, or forget up to do a foot. So it just helps with consistency.
Right.
That's how I forgot that.
I was gonna say the dew claws.
Yeah, so you don't forget a dew claw. And then have the owner text you.
Yeah, I need a
asking
dog. I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah, right. Is there a reason why you didn't do the dew claw? What if you replied back, "It's because I don't like you"?
Someone said, "Haley, I love your voice. It's like a radio voice."
Oh, wow.
I actually went to school for journalism, broadcast journalism. I did 2 internships at radio stations in Nashville, Tennessee, which is where I live.
Enough about Haley. Let's
Enough
get back
about,
to-
yeah, enough about, someone did say, gives a new meaning to hand strip. Talking about your hands, your house calls.
Yes, exactly. My X-rated house calls.
That's right. It's an extra charge, of course, but
Oh, man. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk more about Haley. My fragile ego can take it,
there is not much to say.
No, I think it's fascinating. All right. Yeah, that drive to Nashville, what is it, like 3 hours, right? to
It's
Nashville?
about 4.5.
Really?
To get to my driveway, which I live like north of downtown.
Okay, because I go to Hendersonville.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It took me 5 yesterday, but that's because there was a wreck on
Yeah.
24.
There's always a wreck on 24.
Always. So yeah, usually I can manage in 4 if I don't hit traffic.
Uh-huh. So are you like near Murfreesboro?
No, so I'm in downtown.
Okay.
But like right north of the city.
Okay. Yeah, so what's your address? I'm kidding.
Yeah. What's my social security number is. Yeah, lived there. I did actually. That's where I went to school though, in Murfreesboro. That's where I went to college.
Yeah. The drive's getting easier and easier for me now.
Yeah, are you
First
going
it
every
was-
weekend too?
Yeah, about every weekend.
Why do we car?
Well, yeah, because I just go up and spend time with my girls.
Yeah.
and
I know, I'm going
then,
back and forth every weekend too.
So on Wednesday when I was going up, there was a car that was lodged under a semi. And
my
we were in traffic because of that. I was like, oh my God.
And it does, like, at times I'll feel, I'm like, oh my gosh, another wreck. Why am I hate being stuck in this traffic. And then I feel so guilty.
Yeah.
Because there I am complaining about a delay.
When someone's life, yeah.
You're in a dangerous spot there, Sadie.
Here.
Why are you coming here? Why are you coming here? Here, girl.
No, I don't drive 4 hours every day. I come up on Sunday nights and I leave on Friday evenings.
Come here, Sadie.
So, whoops.
There's the girl.
So I come up here to train with Dolores,
Mom's coming.
but I go home on the weekends to spend time with dogs in true dog mom fashion.
Nice. Who takes care of your dogs while you're down here?
So my boyfriend is home usually Monday through Wednesday, and my dog sitter comes on Thursday and half a day on Friday, and usually I'm home by Friday nights. So we're all kind of swapping in and out while I'm training. But yeah, he's home the first half of the week, and then I have my dog sitter come for a day.
Nice. Yeah, it's always tough to travel with dogs.
Oh my gosh,
I miss that.
I miss them so bad when I'm here.
That's why I don't go for more than a day.
Yep.
I just
That's
go
like,
up-
it would be nice to not have to travel back and forth on the weekends, but I can't imagine not seeing them, so.
Yeah. And I do have my mom here for now. She's moving to Alaska at the end of December. So she's not going to be there to help us.
December.
What's that?
At the end of December?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the time to move to Alaska.
Yeah, right. Well, she's going to go to Korea first for a few months and then to Alaska. But yeah, so I have her for a little bit to help me with the dogs. But I'm like worried what I'm going to do once she's out of the house, and I don't have anybody to watch the dogs for me when I go see my girls.
Pretty girl.
Someone asked what kind of dogs that I have. I love all these questions. Sorry, June.
No, you're good. She'd just come and take over my show.
That's
It's all
right. I have 2 rescue dogs, and I could literally talk about them all day. A German Shepherd mix, and then like a Lab mix. They're both rescues. One of them is 7, and the other one is about to be 4.
Oh.
They're-
How long have you had the 7-year-old?
Since he was born.
Oh, really?
Yes, since he was 7 weeks old.
Wow.
Yep. And I don't have a YouTube channel to plug. I would if I had one. Sorry, Jude. No, I don't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I was telling her last time that I saw her, like she should start one.
Yes. Maybe once I hone in on my skill a little more and have something to show off.
No, I think it would be better to show the process. That's one of the regrets that I have is
Really?
that I didn't start sooner so people could see the really bad grooms that I didn't do.
Oh, that's my worst fear though. Fear of failure and rejection.
No. I think it's kind of inspiring,
Well, it is cool because if I had I would love to watch someone else's process too, going through the same experience that I'm going through.
Yeah. Because it's not easy. It's not an easy process. That constant second guessing, that self-doubt. Even after you do a really good haircut and people are like, yeah, you did good. You're still like, I don't know. Yeah. But to show that part,
Right.
not just this amazing, confident, skilled groomer that you see before you now,
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly right. That is
I
right.
didn't expect you to agree like that.
No, maybe one day I will. I'll get it once I get up and going.
Yeah. Or when you start your business even.
Yeah.
In Nashville.
Yes. Yes.
And it could be something even as simple as just at the beginning of the day, just maybe, talk about your day, what's going to happen.
What you have.
And then at the end of your day, just talk about how you felt or something.
Right.
Almost
I'm
like
sure I
a-
would have a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll have to think on it.
Yeah. And it's a great marketing tool as well because,
Yeah.
you know, people, when they know why you're doing something, your why, they see, you know, you explain why you're so passionate about it, what you're feeling about it.
Yeah.
That's what they really support. And
Mhm.
that's what causes them to want to, you know, have you groom their dog, is knowing how much you care.
Okay.
Alright.
In a holding pattern. In a holding pattern.
Yeah, this is a lot of the groom. It's just this boring part. You know, just going through and just, it's very repetitive. It's very boring. But that's part of the craft. There's a book called Mastery by Robert Greene, and he talks about that. He talks about in a lot of different fields, you'll rarely see somebody reach like that mastery level because inevitably, no matter what work you do, there's going to be that really tedious, boring, you know, the undesirable parts of the job, and it's that willingness to go through it. And a lot of people just aren't willing to go through it and spend those hours sweating, you know.
Well,
As long as you're willing to go through it.
Yeah. And just like we were talking about earlier, taking the time outside of your quote unquote typical work day.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't fake passion.
Mm-mm.
You either really care about the thing that you're doing or you don't. You can't fake it.
Mm-hmm. My favorite dog dad, June would just erase the whole video if you tried to plug and steal his viewer since he's the groomer. I'm so scared to actually groom on camera. I've set up the camera a bunch of times with intentions to, but I just can't handle the anxiety of people watching me while I look a hot mess.
No, that's cool. It's so Brene Brown has a really good book called The Power of Vulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen that. Well, I
And then-
haven't seen it. I've read it.
Saw one of her TED Talks one night.
Yeah. And I just listened to a book called The Gifts of Imperfection. I listened to it again actually because I listened to it a couple years ago too, but I have it on Audible, and I listened to it again recently. And yeah, it's like, you know, we feel like we have to present this, you know, really well put together, you know, image of ourselves, but really,
It's
there's so much power.
Oh my gosh, look at how cute you are. Look at your mini her. Hey, get down here, girl. Let me hold it, girl. I can do her. Hey, girl. You're a mini thing.
Oh, it's feels so nice now.
He's huge. He's a doodle. He is a doodle. And he's so sweet.
Doodle, look at you. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Ombre.
Yeah. Did you tie the dog's hair?
Oh no.
Okay, come here, you. Okay, so.
Haley, are you gonna get into like coloring? Dyeing?
I've looked at a lot of the inspiration to try to get some confidence, maybe, because I think it would be cool to do. I mean, I don't know how often, you know, I would do something like that, but I think one step at a time.
Yeah.
I've tried not to get overwhelmed by too much stuff that I wanted to do and want to do.
Yeah.
But I did see a really cute one on one of the Facebook groups today. But I was like, that would be so fun to do.
Yeah, I don't do coloring.
Yeah.
I just not my style.
Yep.
I like to leave it always looking as natural as possible.
Yeah.
But still shaved. But that's just not my personal.
Well, and I think
style.
that's me. Like, I don't think I figured out what my
Yeah.
shtick is, you know, because I'm just kind of trying to take it day by day, step by step right now. So we'll see.
Yeah. You can decide. Like,
Yeah.
you can give it a try and then
Yeah,
decide it's not for you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I took a class on coloring
Yeah.
because I felt like I wanted to at least learn it and know how to do it. And that way, saying like no, like refusing to do it because I don't know how, and
Yeah.
refusing to do it because I just choose not to. I feel like it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
So I wanted to at least know how to do it and then decide not to do it.
Yeah.
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 Well, I already decided. I knew I wasn't gonna do it, but I just got, I guess, insecure. I didn't like telling clients I don't know how to do it.
Right.
I wanted to tell them I choose not to do it.
So yeah, so if one of your clients were to ask you to, you would
Yeah,
just
just
say
tell them it's not my style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I choose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about figuring out like what my style is.
Yeah. Well, what you're doing is awesome because Bruce Lee says, take from everyone, what's useful. Exactly. So then you discard everything that's not useful and make your own style. The more unique you can be, the more you're going to stand out and become indispensable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just my opinion. All of this is just my opinion. But yeah, seriously, in my opinion, it's better to be so unique and so different that if anybody wanted your style, they had to call you. Because if you're just like everyone else, but just a little faster or just a little cheaper, or then you just kind of become just another option in the sort by price search. But when you become unique and special, and it's like if you want a dog done a certain way, you gotta call Haley.
Yeah.
Then, for example, do you know who Charles Pollock is? But you know who Jackson Pollock is, right?
Yes.
The drip
Oh,
artist?
wait, yeah, we talked about this. We
Yes.
talked about this last time with the one of them's more talented, but one of them's more famous.
Exactly.
In our opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Charles Pollock's the older brother that
Yes.
nobody knows about.
Yes.
But because he does realistic paintings, he does it a little better than others, maybe. But he does it with what everyone else does.
Right.
Realistic paintings.
Yep.
But Jackson Pollock, he did something so radically different. Drip art. And his paintings sold for millions, and everyone knows his name.
Right.
So that's the thing. It's like, even though it might not be for everyone, because I personally would not pay, even $100 for his paintings.
Mm-hmm.
I would get an elephant to do it. But yeah, I mean, for the people who do want Jackson Pollock's paintings, he's the only guy in town, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. So your art doesn't have to be for everyone. It could just be for a small niche. But his paintings sold for millions, so.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna get yours there. I gotta run to my house before my next crazy one gets out.
I think that's so cool that you live next door.
Yeah.
Hey, Dolores. Hey. No, not yet. I mean, if you're gonna be going that direction.
Look at all that. Is that showing? There we go.
Okay. Bye. Dolores is stopping at Chick-fil-A. Would you like something?
Oh no, I'm
Are
okay.
you sure? Because I'm getting some nuggets.
Oh, nice.
Is the cat cut out?
Yes. Nice.
Hey, Dolores was going to stop at Chick-fil-A. Did you want anything? I was going to have her give me some nuggets. Okay, fries and a drink or just a sandwich? Okie dokie. Thank you. Bye.
I love seeing a bunch of dander just like pop out of the skin.
It's Dolores is talking to you, I think, on the camera.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I had a big breakfast. I had a big breakfast on the way here. And I got some donuts for everybody. No, I'm okay. Thank you though. Wow, that's pretty cool. Right. It's a good thing I didn't bust out my scotch, right?
That's right.
Shoot, she's watching.
I'm surprised she didn't comment on here.
Oh, man.
That's good. Is that for you?
It might be. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Might bring one.
Hello. Hey, who is that? Is that your dad? Is this your dad? Oh, he's so much cleaner. Did you have fun? I know, we came in for outside. You're so sweet. You can just stick with that. We'll see you next time. I guess I'll just tell Dolores to.
Ah! Okay.
You're gonna help me walk into the car? Alright, see ya. Bye.
That was unexpected. He screamed, stop, like you were trying to touch him inappropriately. Did he? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yes.
That's the way I would scream. If somebody tried to touch me, you know? Actually, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're just like, whatever.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Okay. Nice.
Art is so subjective. If you're ever in LA, go to the Museum of Modern Art. There's an exhibit that is just an empty chair in a white room, and it's valued for over $1 million.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, whoever values it at that, that's what that artwork was made for. That piece was made for that person, you know? Like, it wasn't made for the masses. But yeah, you know, so these days I've been getting some referrals and people contacting me, and I literally can't take another client. Like, there's a couple days where I could probably squeeze someone in. The earliest is December 6th in the afternoon, And I told them that, and I didn't get a response back because they probably wanted something sooner, before Thanksgiving maybe. But yeah, like rather than, Seth Godin says, rather than try to make a mediocre impact on the masses, just make the biggest impact you possibly can on the few.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now I have a few. I have like 35 clients, and that's all I can really take because of the amount of time that I take on each dog. And so, and that sustains me, you know? It's like, and how much do you really need to make, you know? As long as you're making enough to continue doing what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? As long as it sustains you, then you don't really, you know, of course everybody would like more, but you don't really need much more. Where you go, buddy? So down there's a bunch of mats. I like this copper cone. Good boy, Herschel. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just wash him rather than go through with the undercoat rake, because we can always do that after the bath. Because he's already feeling pretty nice and silky now that we got him combed out. But if he was feeling rough, I probably would go through with the undercoat rake.
Okay.
If he was feeling like gritty,
Yeah.
that rough. Nice. Good boy.
David said June. Do you know when you're going back to Orlando?
Do I want to one?
David said June. Do you know when you are going back to Orlando?
Oh, January 25th. I should have told him a different date. He touches me. I was kidding. Inappropriately. I think he's trying to meet me down there. He has a really big crush on me. A man crush. I'm not sure if that's I'm kidding. The opposite is true, actually. Now he has a, like, he breeds Havanese, and one of the dogs that he bred, his aunt, he took her, and she lives down in Orlando. He's probably trying to get me to groom that dog for him. Always wanting something from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's exhausting.
it feels good to feel needed.
Someone said the stream is so pixelated. I feel like I'm in the 1980s sci-fi movie.
Oh no!
I'm not sure. Must be the connection somehow.
Yeah.
Looks fine on our end.
Shoot, that sucks. It's because I changed phones, man. I really should have just stuck with the iPhone.
Is it like that for anyone else? Let's see.
Okay. But this part is the boring part anyways. Nothing really is happening, not much is happening. I'm just going through the same areas with the comb over and over, just getting it as clear as possible, clearing out as much dead hair as possible before the bath.
Already looks so much better.
Oh, look at that. So there's like that powdery, I don't know if you can see that speck there, but anyways, getting all that stuff cleared out of the skin. So right now it's not really that interesting anyways. When we get to the haircut, that's going to be the fun part. But without doing a good prep, without building a solid foundation, it really doesn't matter how nice the haircut looks. And the haircut probably won't even look nice anyways because, you know, the hair doesn't really look nice or feel nice without doing all of this. So when you have a nice firm foundation, then the house that you build on it, it lasts, it can weather the storm. But when you have a very weak foundation, no matter how beautiful the house may look, you know, if there's a really bad storm that comes in, it's not going to be able to stand the test of time. But when you do a proper prep, you spend the time, you actually put in the labor, because that's why I call this honest work. Once I get this out of the skin, it's gone and it feels so nice, and you can't really put it back in the skin, and you know, it's like, and the results last. It stands the test of time. So weeks from now, he's still gonna look good and smell good. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Where are the ladies?
Haley's right behind me. Dolores is getting a procedure done. Or I think she's done now. And Kat,
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Chris. How are you? That will be, she's heading home for a minute.
She looks like a monster, like a hand.
Oh, that's okay. Just make her pretty. We sure will. Is there anything specific I should talk about?
And pregnant. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you later. That's all in the bed. I bet you do. You're okay, sweetie. You're okay, sweetie. Look, can I come right here? There you go.
aw, she looks old.
Mm-hmm. She's got that tongue hanging out of her mouth. Oh, sweetie.
Aw. Hey, little girl.
Look at that mess on that face.
Wow. All right. Got him combed out head to toe. All right. So now. Awesome. She got arterial blades. Wow.
Those are the best. You keep buttercut,
Nice.
you can keep,
The Andes wall.
apes.
Look
Keep
at that.
those, no, those are the only way to go.
Wow.
It's
I'm not used
material.
to using nice equipment. I'm used to grooming with my teeth.
And once you use that wide blade,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh. Then you'll
Interesting.
lose your mind when you use that wide blade and the wide comb. Right? Things really. And really this is new. Yeah. Get that crap out of that face. Yeah. Sweet baby girl. Sweet baby girl.
I was streaming live on Facebook once, and a comment came in that said, you would think if he was balding, he'd have better tools. And I was like, oh man, I didn't mean to make anyone think I was balding. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, just because I'm booked out, doesn't mean I'm balding, you know? And I do like $1 or $2 a day. So even though I'm charging like $120, $150 a dog, sometimes that's, you know, that's all I'm making for the day. But, you know, there are a lot of days I do $2, but still. But like I said again, like, as long as you're earning enough to sustain your business, you know, and you're able to do it again the next day, how much more do you need, right? Enough is enough.
Let's see, baby. Let's see the bag.
Right.
Let's see the bag.
When I get the emails these days from companies offering to send me tools
Mm-hmm.
as long as I do like a video for them and review, do reviews for them. But I just, you know, man, I don't like the idea of, I don't know, I just
Even if it was like,
sellout.
even if it was your like genuine opinion though.
Yeah, if it was my genuine opinion, I guess. But I just don't like having to make a video
Yeah.
because someone's, I don't know, like
Right. No, I
because I'm
get it.
obligated to. I don't know. I make videos because I want to, and I don't even like the feeling that I have to put on like a fake personality or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The moment it feels like work to me, like I have to do it and I have to, like I don't want to do it. This is more just for fun, just to be helpful, Okay, so the sanitary tray I'm doing with a 10 blade. So just a little bit longer than the feet. Ugh.
A few other people have responded and said the quality is fine for them.
Okay, awesome.
So maybe it's just one.
Maybe that lady has an Android. Like me. Do you have an iPhone?
I have an iPhone, yes.
Yeah,
with
see, I need to get with the program.
with a super cracked screen. Hopefully I'll get a new one this week.
Yeah, I need to get with the program. Everybody has an iPhone, except for losers like me. He was saying how iPhone, I guess it's green, right? And then if it's someone that does an iPhone, it's like gray or blue or something like that, right?
Wait, what
In
is
the
it?
iMessages?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you get an iMessage from another iPhone user,
It's blue.
blue. Okay, and then if they
If
don't
you-
have an iPhone, it's
Yeah, like if you were to text me, it would be green.
green. Okay. Yeah, he was
Just
saying
a
like
tragedy, a modern day tragedy.
he was saying whenever he gets a message from somebody who's not blue, I guess he thinks of what are they poor or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, I need to get an iPhone again. I had an iPhone, but then I kind of missed the Android, so I went back to the Android. But now I miss the iPhone.
Yeah, I love Apple products. Like I tried straying away for a short time, but I came back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back too. I was letting little things bother me, like the lightning pod,
Mm-hmm.
the lightning port, I guess, the charging and I don't know. And I didn't like the fact that it was just one, so I couldn't listen with my headphones and charge it at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know, just little things were bothering me, but then now I miss it. Okay. Check the ears. Oh yeah, there's hair in the ears. Okay, so I'll put the ears as well. Okay. So I do all the close shaving before the bath, just in case the short shave irritates the skin, makes it feel itchy. Kind of like when we shave our shampoo will help cool that down. I clip the nails so that the tip of the nails can be,
Give me a big girl.
soft.
Give me a big girl. We haven't done it in like 5 minutes.
Look at yourself. You're doing so good. Good boy.
So before bath, you do the full brush out, comb.
Do the nails. I clip the nails and then I file it after that.
Okay.
And then if they need an ear plucking, which he does, then I do that before the bath as well.
Okay.
So that way everything's done pretty much. After the bath, when he's dry, I pretty much just have to do the haircut, and that's it. So by the time I get the scissors out, I want everything else to be done.
Yeah.
I scissor him up and he's done. So ear plucking, you're gonna have to make your own choice about ear plucking. So some groomers say absolutely not, don't ever pluck the ears. Other groomers say yes.
Mm-hmm.
And other groomers say yes, pluck it, unless the ear looks infected, then don't pluck it. So for me, I only pluck if there's actually hair in the ear canal that's blocking airflow.
Mm-hmm.
So, good boy, buddy. So it's not much, but when you have some hair in there that's blocked, that came from the hair canal, look how long that hair is. But anyways, with that hair in there, it blocks the airflow, and that makes the ear canal warm and moist. And warm and moist is a breeding ground for bacteria. So it kind of encourages ear infections. And then, as far as not plucking if the ear looks infected, I still pluck and clean it really good with Zymos or something, because vet told me, and he also said that vets don't agree either about this.
Yeah.
But in his opinion, if the ear is already compromised and it looks bad, then it's already compromised. Hey!
Hey.
Hello.
How are you, Dolores? How are you feeling? Hey, Mark. How are you?
Thank you so much.
I know. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're welcome.
Good to see you, Mark.
You too. Where's this cat? Oh. He's in this place.
You're okay, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Think on the neck.
I was just checking to see if he was truly gonna do it, he did.
Yep. I know. I was like, where's that coming from? Oh, good girl.
He's doing really good.
I might speak Herschel, I got you all riled up, didn't I? I got you all riled up, I'm sorry, you look beautiful. You haven't even had your back yet.
Yeah. He has so much dead hair.
Yeah, I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I told you, he always does, he comes in, he's like the, and you might wanna keep this just on the charger so that when you go to groom him,
Uh-huh.
that it'll stay for the 2 hours that you're gonna need it. Now, did you find the cones in here? These are these are the
The
wide
wide ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Wide blade looks incredible.
Oh, did you already get it out?
Kat
Oh,
gave me
yeah.
hers, I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Oh, she gave me the 30, okay, because I have a 15 in there. All right, so the half inch is here. What did she say, to keep it the same length we've been doing?
Yeah, I guess the one comb.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, yeah, that's probably
And
good.
then I guess the legs, we do it with like a comb.
Yeah, they're all in here, so just whatever you need to go up with. If there's 3/4, there's 5/8, I love this one. So they're right there.
She likes his legs pretty long.
Yeah, she likes to keep him kind of fluffy because he's so big.
Yeah. Yeah, he's big.
Isn't he big? I told you he was big. Oh my God, but he's so pretty. I love his ombre colors.
Yeah.
So he's so much better.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
It's probably because he's getting regular grooms, he's not so bad.
He's getting regular grooms, love. Oh, so this is how he does this. Okay. I was wondering.
Yeah. Well, I usually have the camera flipped so I can see the comments coming in. But since I have Haley here.
Haley's reading them to you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shoot, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Biscuit was sweet this morning.
Wasn't
So sweet.
good for you then?
We got them all worked out though.
Yeah, he had a lot of tangles. But you know, that kind of coat, it's so soft and silky.
Oh, yeah, he's got that soft coat. He's a snoodle, so he's got more of that soft schnauzer coat
Uh-huh.
than he does the poodle coat.
Yeah,
And
very
it tangles
silky.
that, and he just came from a vacation at the Desperate Dogs Ranch, which is where they run free.
Yeah.
So he probably had all kinds of leaves. and
Oh, there
stuff.
was so much stuff caked in there. I got most of it out before his bath, and I did the cornstarch and a bunch of stuff. That matte stuff though that you left was
Uh-huh.
great. I'll take a picture of it.
Okay. Yeah.
This stuff,
Yeah.
already working it through with the
Yeah.
fabricator.
Good. Good.
But yeah, we got all the tangles out of him, and his roof was healed. The spot on the side, it's just changed his hair.
Big bite out of him.
Yeah.
And then I shaved it so that they could clean it out. Keep it. Keep it in, keep it in, obviously.
No, he looks great.
And you know, it didn't make him dog aggressive at all.
He didn't like Sadie too much today.
Well, Sadie's annoying.
Yes.
She's still a puppy.
Yes. No, he was so sweet though. We got him all cleaned up. And his brown coming in.
I bet he was,
I mean,
coming from Desperate
You can
Dogs.
close the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Take that off. Take it off, baby.
All right, so we got the blueberry stuff over there for him?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
It feels like never ending. Oh my god.
I told you. I showed you just walking the leg, that day.
Yeah.
That was a leg. It's just crazy.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do the undercoat break after the bath, like
Yeah.
after the haircut. Save some time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Wow.
You're sweaty, but then go get a Coke and get some sandwich to grab.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him downstairs.
You're so right. He might need to go potty. He's using those potty.
So I let them out upstairs.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna feel sleepy, so I'm gonna go back.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lay down for a second.
That's right.
Thank you.
So I got away with doing a mini on Sadie today.
Oh, really?
My hair is barely grown.
Everybody.
Last time I saw her was
I can still feel it.
September.
Like his neck area.
September 23rd.
Oh no.
Alright,
And then I do a O-cone. No, I've been doing it one
Thank you.
time.
Sorry about
But I
that.
mean, it was just nothing. Give her a real cut.
That is on wheels. You can do it with wheels.
Saw that. I saw that after.
After the fact, yeah. It's like, that's
But I was like, Dolores would be on the thing. You're like,
Okay.
good idea.
I can still feel the roughness. That's why. Oh, I just let's let it go.
Well, you know, he's got a weird kind of.
Everybody.
You're the potty?
Good
the
boy.
potty.
It really sheds for a.
Yeah, well, around this time of year, it's kind of expected.
Oh, you're not going
upstairs.
We're not going upstairs.
We're gonna do a potty.
We're buddies.
Okay. Alrighty. Wow, look at the sweat on me. So do this like a reality show. So when I was grooming him, when I was rushing him out. Alrighty. Okay. iPhone is trash. Google Pixel 4. Oh, okay. David says, no, well, I wanted to go down there in January to visit my aunt, so I think I'm going to probably go a week before you and try to steal your client. I hate Apple products. Anybody use a Samsung though? I'm thinking, right here.
Look at me, I just got out of like I look pretty bad. It's like my lips were blue a minute ago. I said, Mark, stop thinking something.
People have said it was all over the news. Oh, okay, what is this? Oh, okay, nice. About that art chair. Okay. David says, I don't have the patience to edit or compile a video, so that's why I just started doing everything live, and it's just like better, shoot, whatever happens, happens, right? Jane, this through the weekend. Wow, never got to the washing. Yeah. The thing is, after you get them all brushed out and combed out, they look great, right? It almost feels like they don't even need a bath sometimes. What you see? What do you mean, Gruber? Okay. This one wasn't so inappropriate. I told you. Okay. Okay, nice. I think we got all caught up on all the. Okay. Yeah, I think we got caught up on all the. Okay, perfect. So, I'm gonna go ahead and wash him and get him all dried up, and then I'll stream again when we do the haircut. But I mean, the washing, I don't think we really need to stream that part because, I mean, it's just washing, right? I mean, but I'll show you the tub area. Look at that, isn't that nice? Look at that, beautiful. So I'm gonna put him in there, give him a nice wash, and then dry him off. Shoot, why is it not? There we go. There we go. So then dry him, get him all fluffed out and dried up, and then put him back on the table, and we'll finish up the haircut on there. Awesome. But yeah, if there's no other questions, I want to go ahead and give him a little break, take a little break myself, and then get ready to give him a haircut. See you guys.